only fell into the nuclear wastewater by accident. But he never expected that disaster would turn into a blessing, and send him straight to the peak of his life. Yet just as he got into his car, ready to go home and change clothes, his body suddenly began to tremble uncontrollably. The next second, he coughed up a puddle of thick, black sludge. At first, he didn't pay much attention to it, but unexpectedly, after he forced himself to make it home, he ended up leaning over the toilet, vomiting non-stop, and everything he threw up was the nuclear wastewater that had flooded into his stomach. A wave of intense cold had also taken over his body, even wrapped in thick blankets. He still felt freezing. Little did he know that his body was quietly mutating. But strangely, when he woke up the next day, his body had somehow returned to normal, and he felt strength surging through every inch of him. Realizing he was fine, he went to his construction job as usual. He never expected to run straight into a gang shootout. A bullet instantly sent him flying off the 18th floor. From that height, any normal person would have died on impact. But to his utter shock, Jake simply lay on the ground unconscious for a few minutes, before suddenly waking up. The moment he realized what happened, he froze. Hadn't he just fallen from the 18th floor? Why wasn't he dead? Thinking the gangsters were probably still upstairs, he immediately sprinted toward home. What he didn't expect was that he ran dozens of kilometers in one breath, without even gasping for air, as if endless power was coursing through him. But once he got home, Jake didn't have time to think too much. The most urgent thing was to treat the gunshot wound on his shoulder. But right at that moment, his downstairs neighbors started yelling and making a huge commotion. No idea what they were doing at home. Jake was instantly furious. He just wanted to warn them to keep quiet. But with that single punch, he ended up blasting a massive hole straight through their front door. The sight scared the neighbor into hiding immediately. Only then did Jake realize something was wrong with his body.